Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're checking out something that might be small in size, but definitely good in impact. It's the Rowsfire-A101 mini overhead panel, and it's the backlit edition designed for MSFS 2020 and 2024. Now it's meant for Airbus flyers, or the Phoenix A320 of course, which is the A320NX. And if you add some more realism to your cockpit without breaking the bank, that's the most important thing of building an overhead rig. Now I've been using this panel for a few flights now, and I think this is good. It has made a difference in the way I fly. But before we get into the main deal, welcome back to the channel, and I'm Chickamagalur. Hit that subscribe button, as this can definitely support my channel. Now let's talk about the build and feel. The A101 is compact, it can easily sit on your palm, and it doesn't feel like a toy. It's made out of aluminum alloy front panel that gives you that sturdy feel, and the backlit switches can add a little bit of realism, especially for night flying. Now everything is clearly labeled, as you can see. The toggle switches have a solid click to them, and by the way, in the box it consists of the unit itself, the USB-C and instructions, which is easy for you to read it with a QR code. So once you scan the QR code, you can get a set of instructions that makes it easy. Now coming back to the unit, they're not loose or flimsy, which is what I was worried about initially. Even though it's called a mini panel, it actually feels good. So in terms of functionality, let's talk about what you can get. This panel can give you control over most used lighting systems and signs on an Airbus overhead, including landing lights, left or right, runway, turn-off lights, taxi light, beacon and nav, strobe and wing lights, seat belt and no smoking signs. And yes, a cockpit light switch with working backlighting. All of this is packed into a compact setup as we see it. It's so small and has a bunch of switches. Now this connects via USB and works out of the box with MobiFlight. The setup was pretty much a breeze. It took about 5 minutes for me to set this up, connect it via USB, load up the MobiFlight. And surprisingly, when I loaded this up through MobiFlight and hit that run, I haven't used MobiFlight before, honestly. So it took a bit of time for me to make sure that each of these buttons were working fine. So 10 minutes later, I was all set and every switch synced correctly with the in-game cockpit. In terms of the in-sim use, how it can actually feel if you're a simmer. So what I liked about it is how smooth the pre-flight flow becomes when you have this set of switches. You can actually flip them, the actual switches, instead of clicking around with the mouse. Obviously it's a different feeling when you use real switches when you compare it to the virtual mouse. So during takeoffs and landings, I could control lights instantly, which is pretty cool, especially on Phoenix having a great aircraft. I could control lights instantly without looking away from the runway when descending through clouds at night, having the real hardware to switch on landing lights and seat belts. So if you're flying the Phoenix A320, Flybyverse A320X, or even the Airbus A310, I think this can add more functionality to your sim. And realism, also without taking too much desk space. It's so tiny, look at how small it is. It's perfect for those, especially for me. So it's perfect for those who want to start building a cockpit setup gradually. You don't have to jump straight into full-size panels. This is a smart space-saving step. It's also budget-friendly, especially compared to custom builds or DIY overheads that can take weeks to assemble. So the Rowsfire-A101 mini overhead panel might be small, but it adds a big dose of realism to your setup. It's well built, has good backlighting, easy setup, and adds enough tactile control to make each flight feel more hands-on. That's what I liked about this. So let me know what you think. Do you already have an A101 or are you planning to pick one? What's your setup? Share your thoughts and also hit that like, subscribe button and stay tuned for future releases. Until next time, bye bye for now. Thank you guys.